lot of years. One thing I do regret is that when Mark retired, there was a number of people at the National said we never get anything when we retire. So some of the ladies in finance, they simply wanted me to put their name in the newsletter that we published in the District 12. Chuck Hobby wanted a flight jacket with his name and the number of years he had been Deputy General Counsel. And Mark Roth, he ended up getting a hoodie, of all things. And when he was
I haven't gone back to Florida.
So I'm glad that they dedicated this room after you, and you can get rid of the hoodie now. Although your wife was wearing it when I came up here. She was helping you to pass. And Mark has done a lot of great things for AFGE. I was sorry to see him leave when he decided to retire. These guys have always helped me. Too bad you guys went around in '09 when I needed you again, but I had some trouble at the convention. Yes, okay. But these guys,
I think I was there, but I didn't see it because I was in the waiting room.
Oh, that's what it was. But in any case, Mark has always been helpful to me. He's always been nice to me. He's always kept me out of trouble. So I appreciate the General Counsel probably more so than anybody realizes. And I miss these guys. I wish they were still around. And I'm glad that we dedicated this room. And the room will be here forever and ever again because AFG just celebrated their 81st birthday. And hopefully we'll do another 81 years. And this building will still be here. And this dedication still exists. So thank you on behalf of the NST's office and all the people I've represented over the years. Thank you again.
Give me some sugar, baby.
This is what we call it in my day. We call it. See, I've only been up here, and by the way, please forgive me the way I'm dressed, but I just came from therapy and I didn't have time to go change clothes. Okay? But when I needed Mark as a president, Mark was there. If I called Mark and the secretary answered the phone, and I said, "This is Augusta," she said, "Oh, wait a minute. You don't have to call him back. I'll get him on the phone right now." But he did. He solved a lot of problems for me in that local, especially around election time for officers. Because he did. I mean, they tried everything. But Mark has been a friend. He's my idol. And I love him to death.
Mark and I have shared a few years with AFGE. Mark came just a couple of years before I arrived, and so over the course of 35 years together, we saw a lot of things about AFGE, and Mark certainly has left his imprint on AFGE in so many great ways. Most people don't know about it. Of course, they see him as the General Counsel. You all don't know Mark. You see the room here today, but really, his imprint on AFGE throughout the years has made AFGE what it is today, and certainly made our legal domination, really, of the federal sector what it is today. So I'm honored to be here standing next to you, my good friend Mark, who we've spent so many times together. So I wanted to share a couple of memories quickly with you. No, these are all good. Although when the first one I would have to say is, he's wearing a shirt today which reminds me so much of Mark on a personal level. His love of music and his knowledge of music is larger than anyone I've ever met. So I was always in awe, to be around Mark as he just talked about music, and his knowledge was outstanding. But as already been mentioned by President Cox, the Civil Service Reform Act and Mark's contributions not only to getting it up, but then getting it up legally with all the cases that had to be filed and won to establish the ULPs, negotiability processes, and the right to arbitration, the sanctity of arbitration. All of that had to be done to create a living statute. And certainly Mark was a leader not only for AFG, but for the entire federal workforce and the union